Well, good morning, friends, and look at how beautiful green things are. Oh, it's a gorgeous day today. I'm going to take you around. Though we don't have everything planted, but my onions and my potatoes are planted, and things are doing good. We're getting all the beds ready to plant. The new baby chickens are getting big. John was just overfeeding the chickens. But I'll show you everything. The greenhouse is bursting with life. It's all over there. I just love all the green. Within the last few days, the leaves have just burst. Here's John. You feed the chickens? Look at the babies over there. They're doing good. We got them in a little grassy patch. Well, it's not grass anymore. They tore it all up, but they're loving it in there. Everything looks nice and green. We got our outside canopy up. Right there's where we do all our cooking.
Back up, Jack.
What are you doing, talking to them?
Back up.
Huh. They bum rush you.
Back up. Ah. Get.
We had one, what was it, 2 weeks ago? Last week. She escaped and thought she was going to get out and, you know, go tearing up the gardens, and she got in between the two fences and hung herself. We couldn't get to her quick enough.
Look out. Look out.
But this is our neighbor's fenced-in area, and he says, oh, would you put a couple chickens in there? Grab a couple and throw them in Larry's side. Larry wants a couple over there. He'd love that. There you go. He'll sit up there and watch them.
You see her trying to attack me?
Yeah. He took her friend. There's 3 of them over there. Oh, he'll like that. Yeah, they'll be over there scratching and having a bit of a ball. I'd throw a little bit out there. Just so they can scratch at it. See them over there? They're darling. Oh yeah, they'll like that. These guys are doing good in here. We got lots of chickens. I showed you already. We got everything all set up. They got a nice tarp over their condo in here. Now these guys over here, they'll have a ball in there. Our neighbor loves it when we put them in there. Gets rid of ticks. Oh. There's a few eggs. What's she doing? Well, she's got a couple eggs underneath her, too. Let's look on this side. This is just from this morning, and it's only 10 o'clock. Look at this is what I'm talking about. These are some big eggs. That's our showgirls, lay those little ones. Nice eggs. Here's a nice little Jersey giant. She's a good girl. That's all ready to plant. And I got to till up a little bit. This, we moved that, many of you remember that log bed. Well, it fell apart. So we moved it and we put grass seed down there. We also had a little square bed right on the other side of that one, right where my finger is. And we moved that out and filled that in with grass. This is where we grew potatoes last year. This in-ground section, that's going to be all sunflowers and cut and come again flowers. So that, because I sell a lot of those. This bed here is going to be my tomato bed this year. And I buried 15 heads, steelhead heads, fish heads on this side that my neighbor, you hear him talking in the background, he brought to me when he went fishing. 15 of them. They're all lined up in there. Boy, when those tomatoes reach that, friends, let me tell you, they're going to go bananas. I'm going to have some big, beautiful tomatoes. Even the stuff on this side will benefit from those fish heads. Okay, over here we got potatoes. And you can see these ones are russets, or no, Kennebecks. These are the Kennebecks, and they're just starting to come up. So I want to cover that because we had a chicken, and see this right there? They're doing beautiful. We had a little chicken get in here, and she tore everything up. And see how they come up through the... I did a video when I planted these, and they're all coming up really good. Every one of them. You see them all along here. All along there. And that one, they're all coming up really good. And there you can see my peas. Those are all doing good, and they're getting their tendrils out, ready to hook up to the fence. On this side, I've got a lot of peas. You can see them. They're getting ready to hook up to the fence. In this bed, these are my red potatoes. And these ones are doing really good. These ones, of course, they grow faster than the Kennebecks. And I planted them all the same day. But look at that. Nice. They're coming up in this bed nicely. So that's going to be good. Now, let me move over here and I'll show you what we're going to do. There's our big dirt pile. We're going to try again for our compost. Friends, I told you the compost would be a story for another day. We had right over there, that's 5 yards of dirt because we are going to do 2 to 3 more raised beds. But that dirt over there, underneath that, we did have a beautiful pile of compost started. Let me tell you, I took good care of it. I did the drunken compost. I made it really nice. However, you see the house behind me are my sweet neighbors, and I love them, but their dog kept pooping, and he pooped in my compost. Destroyed it. I won't use it. Absolutely not. I know some people say, well, you can compost it down. No. If their poo will kill your grass and their urine will kill your grass, I don't want it in my vegetable garden. So we scrapped all that. We took it down to the other side of town where nobody uses it. That's for all the road grime and all the stuff that's going to be, gotten rid of. We put it on that side of town, and we went on the other side of town where they have beautiful compost, and that's what we use this year. Next year we'll have wonderful compost because the problem is solved about the dog pooing in the compost. All right, let's take a look. Oh, I'm going to show you the onions right over here. This bed here, I'm not sure. I think I'm going to do green beans in this bed because last year I grew cabbage in it. And I'm going to grow green beans. These 2 beds are all the onions. Remember when I planted them? Look how nice they're doing. All those onions. They're beautiful growing up in there. Just absolutely. They're doing wonderful. These are the candy onions. And then we got this beautiful bed full of them. And they're growing. They're growing beautifully. When I put this down, you can see them a little bit better. They're growing nicely. And those empty spots over there, that's where the neighbor had their they had a few raised beds, so they decided to put them in the other part of their yard. And, that's our property that they were on. But we let them use it as long as they needed it. Our neighbor gave us sawhorses. And the sawhorses really aren't that good, but the hardware to put them together is. So we took them gladly. We repurpose and reuse. Look at this. Bursting with life in here, friends. Look at all this stuff. My tomatoes are doing beautiful. I got squash. I've been busy. I got a big salad bowl right there. Lettuce. And the one behind it is some lettuce. Look at the squash underneath here. I got cabbage in this barrel over there that I'm still working on transplanting. The marigolds, oh my gosh, these are more cucumbers right here coming up, right in here. I got peppers. Look at my peppers. I started these in my house in February, if you remember. Or was it? I think it was the first day of March I started them. So, and they look good. Look at all this. This is rutabaga. Beautiful. Everything's doing good. Wonderful. I got right here, this is kohlrabi. This is the purple top kohlrabi. And there's some more kohlrabi. We love that stuff. And this is what I'm working on. I'm transplanting some of this stuff. So you see I got beets and tomatoes and Cosmo, and I think that's calendula. And this is all cabbage down there, Napa cabbage and such. And this looks sparse, but I just replanted seeds in here, so those will start coming up. And as you can see, these ones are already coming up over here. So I filled all those empty spots with seeds, and they'll come up really good. And a lot of these seeds, friends, you see these beautiful, look at the sunflower seeds. Those are my Bear Mountain sunflower seeds. And the squash seeds, a lot of these seeds are from my friend from Bear Mountain. So, and my Amish friend, I traded her onions for 6 geraniums. They're beautiful. Look at my nasturtiums over there. And over here, they're doing really good. My daughter planted all the, she's got a big old bowl full of, those are Cosmo in there. Or no, marigolds. And she's going to transplant those in her garden. We've got 4 o'clocks down here, sunflowers, and marigolds. And then I got a cute little hanging basket right here with nasturtiums and curly parsley in it. That'll be pretty. There's another one with nasturtiums, and I think that is, yeah, that's curly parsley in there with it. How cute. But this is looking good, friends. Bursting with life, and it's beautiful. So, I got a lot of stuff in here because I do sell a little of my extras, but I do give some away, so everybody who wants to have a garden and grow some food is going to be able to get it, you know. So, it's nice. All good. So, there's the greenhouse, friends. I'm going to take you out front. And I'm going to show you the beds out there that I did and the plans we have for them. Before I do that, I got to show you the plans we have out here. Okay. We are standing in front of the greenhouse. And there's my house there. Right here. We're going to go 4 feet over from that bed right there, and we're going to put another 4x16 bed. And then way over here, we're going to put another 4x16 bed. We'll have 2 of them there. And then if we need any more, we'll put another one in front of that. So this section will be 3 beds here. So now, friends, we'll go over to the front.
Oh, hello.
This is my neighbor and my husband over there. Say hi. That's Larry right there. And it's John. They said hello. You're over there checking out. He's all happy we put the chickens in there. We had the rooster in there the last time, and he liked watching them. Okay, here we go. We're out front. Look at my onions. Those are always my Egyptian onions. I got that bed cleaned out a little bit. Snipped it down some so they weren't so long and scraggly. And that's my oregano. It comes back every year. It's beautiful. And I think I'll do some parsley and some parsley and some basil in there with it. Oh, my paper towels came from Sam's. Okay, I've got lots of chives here. I need to pick some of these See them? I need to get some of them picked. They're starting to bloom, but I need to get some of them picked, and I'm freeze drying them. Here's a big bucket. We've got to fix this because this one here is a little bit crooked, and if you can see, so is that one. So we're going to shim them up and get them level. And that is a big bunch of oregano. And pretty soon, before that blooms, I'll be able to harvest that and get it all freeze-dried and packaged for my pantry, for my spices. And that's a little... I think it's just a fish trough or a horse trough, an animal trough. It's so old. It's all rusted. It's hilarious. But I always grow a few flowers, or I usually put some, what is it? I put flowers and herbs in there. Last year I did celery, but didn't do very good. And then this is just strictly flowers. That's my little rock bed. That's right in front by my table, and my little pond that I have up there. That's an old enamelware basin. I usually put a few colored rocks in there, and it looks nice. There's a screw that fell in there. And these are more Egyptian walking onions. That is what that is over there. Those are all Egyptian walking onions too. This is where I'm going to do beans. Now, we got part of a little trellis here. We're going to move that because we're going to do a nice trellis that's going to go all the way up close to my window. And I'm going to do climbing beans on there, pole beans. That one, I'm not sure what I'm going to plant in that bed over there yet. I think last year I put beets in there. I'm not sure. I might do some celery in it, but we are going to soup it up one more level. The same with this. We're going to go up one more level, so it's 2 levels just like these. There's some more right here. I cleaned this one out. I think I'm going to take all this out because see, that's just thyme in there, but it's mostly dead. And I think I'm just going to rip it all out of there and start over with some thyme and some flowers and herbs. That one is, I planted that last year, those chives. These 2 beds last year I had, celery in them. And it sat in there all winter long. But this year, I'm not sure what I'm going to plant in them, but they are ready to go. They're all cleaned, all amended. This over here is all amended, ready to go. And I think I'm going to do patty pan squash over here and beans, because the pole beans will grow up the trellis, and I can hook that patty pan. I can make it grow vertical right up that trellis. This, I didn't do anything with these 2 over here because those are going to get ripped out, and we are going to put another one in there, probably, a 4-foot by 12-foot bed in there, and that's going to be for our pole beans. So we'll have a lot of pole beans in there. And look at my big crabapple tree. We'll move. Isn't that beautiful? That's about, let's see. That's about 12 years old, that crabapple tree. It's beautiful. And I got these 2 the same time. I didn't realize that my stepdad at the time gave me a dwarf one. I thought they both were going to be that size. But that's all right. They're both gorgeous. And then I put my bird feeders right in between them. And the birds love them. And in the summer, for those of you who love birds and bird watching, I get a pair of beautiful indigo buntings. And they always pit stop through here before they migrate on the rest of the way to Canada. Oh, and they are beautiful. And I usually have them for a couple weeks. That over there is my sunburst locust tree. That's my forsythia bush. And these are my blue Scotch pine trees. And this is our new porch we had this redone last year. John and I redid the rocks around here because those are my hostas. And we filled it with a little more dirt. We livened it up a little bit. And I'm going to put a couple little flowers around the edges. Not too much because this is just out front. And this is lower maintenance. We did the same on this side. We put the the new dirt in there, and I've got 3 nice, beautiful hostas in there that just take up that whole section. But over here, I've got a little bit to spare. So I like to put a few small, like marigolds or something nice in there. I'll show you this. Look at all my hostas down the edge here. This is our wood for our... We had it over here, but we need to seal this up this year. So we moved the wood over behind the market stand. We got our picnic table. This has already been fired up and going, friends. This is our outdoor wood-fired oven, and we love it. This is where our friends sit. And right now it's a hot mess because all the little, I don't know, the little schmutz that's falling out of the trees. I don't know what it is, little buds or something. They're landing all on here, but my pond is even off. Larry's out back. There's our fire pit. And there's our outdoor kitchen we got put together. See, it rained the other day and those seedlings fall out of the tree. But everything's out here and it's looking good. We've used it. I've already been out here cooking. We've already had a party. It's nice. And this bed, there's Mr. Wayna. And that bed right there, I'm not sure what I'm going to put in that because now that we built the garage, it doesn't get daylight all day long. It doesn't get the sunlight all day long. But now, what you say we show them the market stand?
Whatever you'd love to do, honey.
All right, friends. We'll take you and show you the market stand. There's our sign, our open sign. And we got a sign for fresh eggs for sale. Okay, here we go. We've got onions and seeds. And I made cookies the other day. I did like 120 peanut butter cookies. And I package them, 2 to a package, and I sell them for $1. And I got a big basket up here. That's my big basket of snack mix. I've got more bean seeds, some odds and ends down there. But up here is all my jams and jellies and all my dry goods, my spices. There's my little camera up there and another little sign that my friend Sue made, the market stand. Hello, friends. That's what I always say. So she put it in there. And wait just a minute. And we got more spices over here. I've got my freeze-dried stuff down there. I've got homemade laundry soap down there and those 2 jugs. And I've got a chair in here because I've got some elderly women that like to come in here and look around, but they need to sit. So I got all kinds of stuff in here. Those are my spices, and they're nice. And there's some small packages of freeze-dried stuff. And of course I had lollipops, blow pops. Those, I got 3 for $1 on there, but you know, those I give to the kids. This is all my pastas and stuff. And I've got little towels hanging there that my friends make and I sell for them. This is a freezer with all breads in it. Okay. And it looks good. I need to put some more in there. And then here, this is it. It runs on the honor system. And here's my little pay bucket. So there's even a little bit of change or a little bit of money in there. Somebody must have bought eggs. I sell my eggs for $3. And if they want to write a check, I tell them to make it out to me. So it works pretty good. And then I got up in here, I got frozen peppers and stuff diced and sliced that are ready for the freezer for a couple bucks a pack. It works out nice. And then down here is where I do all my brownies, my big batch brownies I have in there. I have all my eggs in there, tons of eggs. I got the whoopie pies and then the canned pops and then the bottled pops. So it works nice out here. We love it. And people utilize it. and we have fun with our market stand. And it keeps me busy, I'll tell you that much. I got to do some more baking for it. I've got to do more of my brownies. I'm okay for cookies. These will probably be gone by next week. I got my popcorn over there from my big popcorn machine. That keeps it fresh for a long time. So, friends, that is it. That's the walk around in our lovely yard, our little homestead, and our market stand. And we keep the door open during the daytime. See, I'll show you. It's set up just like that during the day, and the door's open, but it's open 24/7. We got people that come in there in the middle of the night and get snacks and stuff. And we're going to seal up our house this year too. We're going to get rid of the dark wood. We're going to clean that up, and we're going to get it sealed because we ran out of time last year. And then we got one thing left to do is over there where that bare spot is. That's where our tent was. So we need to fill that in with a little grass seed. But otherwise, if you look down there, you can see from the road, it looks pretty busy, but it's all nice and clean. You can see the chicken coop. You can see clear to the greenhouse and everything. And it looks nice. So there you have it, friends. That's a little walk around our homestead and what's going on this day. You all have a wonderful day. We'll see you in the next video. And as always, friends,
Thanks for watching.
aw, you do such a nice job.
I got a big part.
I love you.